working today.
Mine's getting stuck too.
Uh-oh.
Rapture.
Rapture. The this is not the first time September 23rd is said to be the rapture.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have a Christian friend who says in the New Testament says about being grafted in the Jews, so be humble with your faith because Jews are God's chosen people though they fell away. It's really difficult. She's a nice girl. I like her, you know. Uh, she has some issues and whatnot.
Who, me?
No, it's a Christian friend of mine.
Mm.
She's really like one of the most beautiful. At least she was one of the most beautiful, like stereotypical, like blonde girl. Uh, like she's one of those chicks that I would have loved to interview just because I just want to know what it was like to be that way, especially considering she's so Charlie Church. That had to be really, really difficult, right? Like to I always wonder what it's like to be one of those hot, like everybody agrees upon hot girls, where you're so good looking that everybody, every single dude you've ever met has wanted to fuck you. Every single one. You are everybody's type. Like that has to be a weird. It's like a compliment, though. And
No, it's not because it makes you think that guy's everybody.
no, not these women. These women know, like that's a different thing. That's not something. Some of us may be really good looking to some people. When you were younger, you were a hot little thing, but not everybody's going to be attracted to what you know to your to a Arabic looking Indian Greek girl. But this girl was like she was just that girl, like, and in the most, like, she was like that humble. She wasn't like some girl that has that walk like Xandra's fucking banging, right? But like she was just that humble, like, girl next door, but still cute, hot, beautiful kind of mixture, weird. And like I said, it messed with her brain, I'm sure, and she is, she's very church. Huh?
So she found God.
No, she was raised in that, whole family. I think her dad was a cop or something. I don't know her that well, but uh, she just beat cancer actually, which is really amazing.
That was all God.
Well, I'm sure she'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. She would.
But she says things like, you know, um, she says, I think you get such negative feeds on your YouTube because you say you hate Jews. Maybe keep that to yourself. You can pray about that too if you have righteous anger with some. Like, I don't want to see you get mistreated for what some Jews people do. I know Jews have customs you don't believe in, like their circumcision, blah, blah, without a medical doctor. But it's like, see, that's what I mean. Like, she's like, oh, they just do circumcision without a medical doctor. Like, that's do circumcision without a medical doctor there. Not a moil cuts and sucks on it. Like, you don't realize that's what it is. It says,
well, and the only reason medical doctors do it is because of the Jews.
Right.
That's
It's not even right.
Picture.
It's not a medically necessary procedure. I'm German, 100% German American grandfather, and I couldn't stick up for myself against the Jews on social media with its perceived bias because I would have been looked at like
yeah,
an anti-Semite. That's what happens to anybody that says anything about the Jews, except for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, but if
apparently,
you're obviously German though, and you're saying it, you're
I'm.
going to
Who
get more
cares?
scrutiny.
My response there was, "Who cares what people say, especially when they're wrong." But isn't it weird how Charlie Kirk supposedly turned against the Jews, and yet they didn't turn against him? He's literally the only person I've ever seen that's turned against them, and they, Netanyahu was the first to
You
say.
must give them tons of money.
No, they gave him tons of money. They created him so they could kill him. So they don't have to sacrifice one of their own, because they're not going to sacrifice one of their own. They're going to sacrifice one of us. This is what they do. It's a very early stream. Well, no, it's not. Maybe it is in your world. So anyway, Christians, I didn't know, she didn't mention it. Christians believe the rapture is tomorrow, or at least some Christians do. So let's see. Daily Mail, Bergen. Let's read the Daily Mail version of it. All the biblical signs pointing to the rapture coming tomorrow, as believers spread fears the end is nigh. Fears are mounting that an ancient biblical event where countless Christians disappear from earth is just hours away. Believers on social media platforms like TikTok have reached the point of hysteria over this prophecy, expressing their excitement for the end of days and even offering tips on how to handle being lifted into the sky to meet their maker. I wish I could find them, because I would be like, look, can I have your money? I mean, you believe this is going to happen, right? So let me just get your money. You're not going to need any of it. Let me have your money. Can I go and just take shit out of your house, please? I want you to see the joy I get, so I don't want to do it once you're gone. I'd like to do it beforehand. So can we just go, this will give you a good feeling knowing that you get to see who's going to get your stuff and how happy it makes somebody and blah, blah, blah. Can I have some money? You're not going to need it, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? You're getting raptured, right? How many do you think would take me up on that?
None.
How many of them do you think their faith would sort of stop right then and there?
0 would take you up on it.
Right. Every single one of them would be like, well, okay, well. Which is funny, too, because nobody's saying that to them. How come nobody else is saying that to them?
Well,
this would be a great test to see how Christians really are.
How strong is your faith? If you're really a believer, then you'd have no problem with it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're a Christian, by all means, donate. Yeah.
DBG.
Right. We're gonna need it.
Because you guys are going to heaven.
You're going to heaven. We're gonna have to deal with Armageddon.
I guess they could argue that we won't need it because we're supposed to be in hell on earth, right? Isn't that?
Well, we'll see. I mean, just in case, okay.
Well, you're definitely not going to need it because you're going to be in heaven.
You're definitely not. We don't necessarily know what's going to happen to me. We don't know how long Armageddon's going to take. So, maybe I could just use it as firewood, as kindling if the power goes out or whatever. And, but let me have all your money. Seriously, Christians, let me have your money. I wish I could really present this to Christians. I wish there was actually some balls Christians would come on here and engage in this conversation.
Well, and why is it that some of the Christians believe it? Is it something that the Bible does prophesize, but another thing that the wannabe Christians or pretend Christians are...
Here, I'm going to read you the signs.
Ignoring on purpose?
Let's read the signs. The phenomenon, dubbed rapture talk, has exploded in recent weeks after faith leaders started publishing the idea that the rapture will begin on September 23rd. So it's just going to begin. That doesn't mean it's all going to happen. Making the second coming of Jesus and Judgment Day for non-believers. It's really strange how nobody said this to me till now. How come I haven't heard this in my comments? Although the Bible never set a date for this event, and Christians have been actively discouraged from attempting to set dates for the rapture throughout history, many have claimed the signs are there on Tuesday. What are we going to see when the sky literally opens up and then we go up? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out, one believer said in a YouTube. They said this 5,000 years ago, man. They said this a few years ago. Remember, it was something that had to do with the astrological alignment of, it was two astrological signs were lining up, the woman and the something or the something. And I remember saying, so you guys are saying the horoscopes, which are blasphemous, are the sign of the Bible or of the rap. Like, how does that even work?
Oh, you're going to hell for sure.
Others have been claiming they've had visions or experiences strange coincidences involving the number 923 in their daily routine. Seriously, that's what it takes? I can't get people to unify to end pedophilia. But these guys are like, yeah, my friend said he had a vision. I looked at the clock. It was 9:23 in the morning. Later on that day, I looked at the clock. It was 9:03 p.m.
Oh my God.
Boom, rapture.
Completely.
So you didn't look at the clock at all the rest of the day? I mean, I did, but you know, I also happened to look at those exact times. I did. Might as well believe in James and the Giant. Might as well believe in James and the Giant Peach.
That's a great book.
I don't remember it.
Our first grade teacher read it to us. It's a great book. Or no, our fourth grade teacher. Fourth.
What's up, Dixon?
You had
No, the 8 millionth time. No, I did not have Mrs. Henderson. Jesus Christ. I cannot tell you. She has asked me if I've had Mrs. Henderson as many times as Christians have claimed the rapture was coming.
the third and fourth grade then.
It's crazy. Okay, some rapture talk videos have received tens of thousands of views, including one where a man kept repeatedly saying, Jesus is coming, next to the caption, these are the last days. It had been watched more than 488,000 times. Why do you guys want it to be so bad? That's what I don't understand. Like, it's...
exactly what it
And you're not going to get raptured. Do you understand that every single fucking one of you has had sex before you were married?
What? I didn't.
And you had sex for reasons other than procreation?
No.
And you probably had oral sex?
No.
And you probably have tattoos?
No.
I'm not a Bible thumper or a Catholic. Well, you must be feeling better then, I guess, because I would imagine it.
Catholics are freaking the fuck out.
I mean, like she said, though, how many? What's the percentage? How many Catholics and Christians and shit are going, that's nonsense?
And for what reason? Do they have proof it's nonsense?
Well, but they have as much proof it's nonsense as they do the Bible's real.
I'm just wondering, like...
And why would it be 923 this year?
Right.
Why was it 2025? Why not 2000 like it was supposed to be forever? Even respected pastors. By who? Right, who respects them? And rabbis, oh, even better, have pointed out other signs that the rapture could be nearing, including its aligning with the Jewish Feast of Trumpets and certain star constellations converging, which some interpret as fulfilling biblical prophecies. So we're back to this again. Constellations and horoscopes and shit is blasphemous. That's some hoodoo voodoo pagan bullshit that the church was opposed to. What's going on here? Because when you don't actually have anything, you Despite the rapture becoming a viral sensation this month, many faith leaders and biblical scholars have continued to caution against an apocalyptic surprise tomorrow. Nathan asked me today about it. I wonder if it's because he saw this shit.
Or if somebody said something at school. Got some religious.
Daniel! When you brought up the rapture, is it because you saw videos and shit about that? Or the apocalyptic stuff? Why'd you bring that up? Oh, okay. Damn it, that's another sign.
Oh my God. It just popped in his head.
Rapture. They're just jealous because it's been around longer than Christianity. What has?
Paganism.
The prophecy mentioned in the Bible, 1 Thessalonians, Thessalonians. Sorry.
It just, you kept saying the word, so the right one wasn't.
Oh, Thessalonians 4:16 states that even the faithful who have died will rise from their graves and be taken to heaven by Jesus. Ew.
What? No, don't.
Zombies. I mean, zombie Jesus probably wants some other zombies to hang out with.
So they all can go together?
It's so stupid.
I don't know.
Vladimir Zavchuk, a pastor, author, and YouTube preacher, further debunked the September 23 claims by adding that Scripture says the son of perdition must be revealed first, referring to a figure often interpreted as the Antichrist. That's what I always wonder, like, when it comes to the rapture and revelations and stuff like that, why don't Christians, like, understand that it's a list? It happens in the order that it's said to happen. So until certain things happen, you can't just be like, oh, well, what about this? And oh, well, what about that?
How do we know they got the order right? Maybe they mixed up the numbers.
Boom, you're going to hell.
Oh, shit.
What was it?
Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians 2-3, it says clearly Jesus is not returning until Antichrist is revealed, and that has not happened yet, Savchuk said in a video for his 2.19 million subscribers.
Christ, are you fucking kidding me? That many people want to be manipulated.
Man, we've completely forgotten about that Boston marathon, the Boston shooting.
What?
And what they did to those kids.
What Boston shooting?
The marathon, the Boston bombing marathon.
Right.
Oh, right. And how they the helicopter circling around, the kid is in the back of the boat. The helicopter circling around, the kid has his hands up, the feed all of a sudden goes black, and then it comes back and the kid's like, he's been shot a bunch of times, and that whole story was so fucking bullshit. You're from Boston. I wonder what the perspective is there, because obviously we all have our perspective, but having been there, and it's such a big, that whole thing is so fucked up. It was so obviously like they lied to us. It's funny that we just forget about these things, but there are so many examples of us being lied to by the system that it's just crazy. Why would we? This is with the belief that Jesus is the Messiah. I bet he's popular. Explain why people are likely misinterpreting between Revelation 12 and a specific alignment of the stars in Virgo and Leo. Revelation 12 is a chapter in the book of Revelation describing apocalyptic visions, including a woman clothed with the sun, a dragon, and a child, often interpreted as symbolizing Israel, Satan, and the Messiah. Oh, yeah? I don't ever remember hearing that before. Khan argued on YouTube that the 2017 alignment, of the Virgo constellation. What I see is the problem, an alignment that doesn't really seem too much, really seem to mean much, Khan said, of the astrological claims surrounding September 23rd. It's been said by those supporting this argument that the alignment, almost never occurs. Sorry, I can't believe this is in print. It almost never occurs, says the rabbi. Well, astronomers have said that it has occurred several times in the last 1,000 years, and nothing happened that we know of. The September 23 prophecy gained worldwide attention after Pastor Joshua Malika,
Hey now. How do you know he's Malacca?
Mhlakela, Malaklia, I don't know.
I didn't get spelling.
Mhlakela,
M-H.
Lakela, Kella,
La.
Malakila, Malakalakaluka. Maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. What's up, open-minded?
You are so not
Melikaliki
You're not getting
Maka.
raptured. You
Melikaliki
better stop
Maka.
it. You're
Melikaliki
not going to get
Maka.
raptured.
A South African preacher claimed Jesus appeared to him in a divine vision and said he would return during a feast of trumpets. Why does that work? I just don't understand. Like, it could be.
Any circles I've ever been in, somebody says
What's up, man?
that they're, hearing voices. You are not looked at like you're okay.
But to say, like,
So how do people believe that?
if Steph came out, if Steph came running over and was like, oh my God, I just had this vision. Jesus was blah, blah, and I'd be like, okay. Do you want to lay down? Do you need a glass of water or something?
Fever?
Right. I was re-listening to the first 1 hour and 40 minutes of your last time, and you really do stuff. Maybe do good stuff? Is that what you mean? I mean, I'm telling you, the whole Israel Hayom thing is the smoking gun. It's the rapture. However, many Christians, wait. So some have been so convinced by this prophecy that they have posted online about selling their homes, giving away their belongings, and wrapping all their affairs before Tuesday. Wrapping up all their... Dude, we need to get on this shit. Appreciate you, man. Seriously, if you're a Christian.
We need a car.
Yeah. Can anybody give me their car? Hello, Christians out there. Rapture's tomorrow. Might as well give me your car.
You're not getting it back if the shit doesn't happen.
Oh, no. If the shit doesn't happen, come on. Malika Likimaka had a fucking vision.
If God doesn't take you, you still don't get your shit back. Because, you may think you're getting raptured, but you may not.
No. No, we're signing whatever we have to. It's mine. And you can try all you want. Sometimes people gotta learn the hard way. It's currently 1 a.m. Tuesday here in the UK. Why aren't you sleeping, dog? Go to sleep. Sleep is very important. 8:11 in Kentucky. It's 8:11 here in Michigan. 8:11 in Kentucky. Wait, 8:11? That's August 11th. It's August 11th. 8:11. You're 8:11 here. I see 8:11 on all these days. Oh shit! The rapture is happening August 11th. We missed it.
So
next year. It's next year. In that temple, nobody but the holiest of holy can see inside of it. How are they going to build it? Holiest of holy carpenters. I don't know which temple you're talking about, but yeah. The amount of times I crashed out on the sofa with the lights on drives me up a wall. Dude, it's the greatest thing in the world that you can do that. That you can just fall asleep on your sofa or get up and go to your bed. But either way, you don't have kids and responsibilities and shit that you need to deal with. It's amazing. Enjoy it. Super with the Denver airport time capsule. Yeah, you know what? We haven't done the Denver airport yet, and we really need to because that shit is wild. Anyway, however, many Christians have remained steadfast that humans won't know when the rapture begins and have been taught to avoid seeking out the date of the biblical event. Yeah, we already said that once. Yeah, the Jewish temple it's them using biblical shit to get what they want. Speaking to the Daily Mail, members of the Grace Church in New Jersey explain how Scripture points to specific world which have yet to come, more than exact dates and times when discussing the rapture. These include the formation of a united one world government, a new temple being constructed in Jerusalem. But see, okay, so all that means is they built the temple. Why would that have to do with? That's like not some celestial thing or whatever. And the creation of a religious system interconnected with a monetary system that follows a so-called. Geez, I don't remember that. Oh, geez. I don't remember it saying anything like that, eh? Trucking USA, Arizona, Florida, and now in Boston. Decent life with tractor trailers are fun. You're young, man. That sounds like a pretty cool life. It could be. For me, I would just be. I couldn't handle it. Like I would be so. I'm too broken for that anymore. Okay, so I guess that's all the Daily Mail. I thought it was going to give me all these biblical signs, but I guess some dude had a dream.
Okay, so what happens to the people that don't get taken up to heaven?
We have Armageddon. That's Armageddon.
What does that mean?
Well, the crazy thing is, I mean, the Bible is not telling of something that's to come. The Bible is telling the story of something that happened already. Because the one thing that Christians love to forget about is Matthew 24:34. And Matthew 24:34 specifically says, when asked when all of the Revelations events are to take place, Jesus says, "Verily I unto you," which is his thing. He loves saying, "Verily I say unto you." "Verily I say unto you, no one of this generation shall die before all of these events have come to pass." So, being as smart as you clearly are, what do you think? You think anybody from that generation is still alive? Do you think so? You think they're hanging out? You think they're just alive and just, Is that what you think? Light within, I buy and play expensive guitars. That's nice. Let's hope the trolls don't come. Why? The trolls make it fun. Yeah, man. Stack your chips. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, you know. You should just do whatever the fuck you want to do, because tomorrow the end is here. Everyone will die. Years. Les Paul 60s lemon. Cool, man. You got some badass guitars. I think I just killed something. Rapture. I gotta save up now. Hey, Les Paul. You guys and your guitars. Let me guess. You're both what? How did I know? How did I know? Like, can you imagine though, tomorrow? I'm doing my feed and all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit, sweetheart! And we look outside or you look outside and there's fucking people floating up. Oh shit. The rapture is actually beginning. Rapture! Because the Christians would be evaporated. Erapturated.
Are they gonna turn to dust? Like
No,
they
their souls leave their bodies and they just
their
float. I don't know.
Crumbles like a meat skin.
I assume so. A meat skin. It's all good, dude.
I'm confused. I have questions. Can I ask questions?
I don't mind. They do. I don't.
But will they answer questions?
No, they have faith. That's the answer.
No.
I have faith we're all gonna die. Makes me feel so good. Makes me feel so good.
Comforting.
All right, let's see what the date the This is northjersey.com.
Well, they do everything right. Jersey. According to my aunt.
A pastor's prediction. It's actually embarrassing to most Christians. This is an incredibly common mental illness. Which part again? What are we mental illness are we talking about now? Tom DeLonge, Mexican stream.
Christianity.
Oh,
That's probably blasphemy.
all right. Will occur tomorrow, September 23rd, or Tuesday, September 24th. Has sparked. Oh, so it was supposed to happen. Wait, it was supposed to could have happened today. No.
No, tomorrow's Tuesday.
September 23rd or Tuesday, September 24th. This says.
They wrote it wrong. It's supposed to be
Fucking Jersey. You're talking about something super important, man.
I just got done saying they don't do anything
Oh
wrong.
shit! If we don't fucking,
What are you talking
we have to look for Marv.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We absolutely don't. It's my birthday. I don't care. I've seen Habibis in stupid clothing before. Like, for real.
Let's see if there's gonna be the standard fuck up because I start watching, or they're gonna actually score here. Let's see if they score. Let's see if they score, Rapture. If they don't score, no Rapture. No score. Because, Monday Night Football with the Lions only happens once and never, but it's all good.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. It's called voluntary delusional misconception. I mean, how can you even sit in judgment? As a Christian, LeBron is better than Jordan. You're right. As a Christian, you already believe in the most insane nonsense possible.
Oh, now you're just being rude.
So how do you make that distinction between, oh, those people are just crazy? Sky Daddy's not doing that tomorrow. With people believing the end of the world is upon us, a viral video circulating on social media claims the rapture, Christian belief relating to the end of times will take place this week. Joshua Malikimaka, a South African preacher, shared his divine prophecy on YouTube, stating that Jesus appeared to him in a vision and revealed the exact date of his return, which coincides with Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year.
Really?
Here's what we know.
Absolutely nothing. We know nothing.
Yeah, you'll never see me do anything stupid like that. Let me eat a hot chip. Huh? Why don't I do the hot chip challenge? Never. I don't need the diarrhea, thanks. South African pastor Joshua Malik Likimaka predicted the rapture or second coming of Jesus will take the second coming of Jesus will take place tomorrow, Tuesday, it's September 23rd, 2025, or Wednesday. Oh, now it's or Wednesday, September 24th. Okay, so now we have a whole 2 days that we don't know. Malik Likimaka's claims, which have gone hashtag rapture talk viral on TikTok and social media, state that the revelations came to him in a dream, with Jesus telling him he will come take my church. What? He will come take my church? The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It just sounds...
Oh, come to take my church. Sorry, come to take my church. Still.
That's not
Where is he
much
taking
better.
it?
You act like that's so much better.
Right. I didn't act like that was so much better.
It's not.
South African preacher Joshua Malik Likimaka has prophesied the end of times in an interview with Setwitz TV, seen in the video below. So, What happens to these people that do this all the time after the fact? Do they lose all credibility, or how does that work for them?
You're accepted and loved.
Rapture. Fab Five Freddy gonna do the thing. The worst rap ever created. The man from Mars is gonna eat some cars when he eating cars. Oh man, it's such a dumb song. There are several foundational teachings of the rapture among various Christian denominations. While the rapture is not mentioned explicitly in the Bible, people always forget that part. It describes a significant event associated with the second coming of Jesus when believers are taken up to be with Christ. The Billy Graham evangelistic Association says the Evangeline, the chick from Lost, her name was Evangeline. I'd call her Vanjie. We used to have a Vanjie that would watch.
Yeah.
And her name was Evangeline.
It was.
Says the rapture will come in two phases. The ascension to meet Christ in the clouds. First Thessalonians, got it. 4:13-17. Then the reign of Jesus on earth for 1,000 years. Dude. So wait, Jesus reigning on earth is a bad thing?
No.
Why would that be the bad thing?
Shush. God, you ask too many questions.
Oh, sorry. Biblical passages like the random 1 Corinthians 15:51-52 describe a transformation happening in the twinkle of an eye. Okay. There has been debate within Christian communities that the rapture and second coming are distinctly different, called pre-tribulationism and post-tribulationism. Why is the rapture on September 23rd? You think Christ is his spirit? I think it's a fucking lie, start to finish. There's nothing even close to reality about it. It's dumb as shit. It's a dumb story. And when you, it's like, okay, so you know that according to the story, it's supposed to be taken literally, word for word. So if you don't believe the story for what the story says, then why believe it at all? The dates of, let's see. I think the Millerites claimed the end of the world back in the 1800s. Jesus didn't show any. Dude, people have claimed the end of the world like every year.
Ever.
It's normally incredibly difficult for people suffering from these types of mental illness to ever receive help because this type of sickness feels good. Ignorance is truly bliss. How does it feel good to think fucking your life is going to end? Everyone you know is going to, like, how is that this good thing? I never understand that shit.
You're going to paradise, a better place. That's why. Jesus is going to take you home to all of your loved ones that have passed. And you will be in eternal bliss.
The date, September 23rd, 2025, or September 24th, 2025, that Malika has marked the rapture, coincide with Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish Feast of Trumpets, which many Christians associate with the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Doesn't it happen every year?
Yeah, and Mabon's today, so sure looks like thievery is going on there again.
Christian teachings reference biblical passages in First.
What?
The Thessalonians. I knew that. First Thessaloniki. 1 Thessalonians 4:13-16 and 1 Corinthians 15:50-54. 15:50-54, where Paul the Apostle speaks of the transformation. Here are some excerpts. In 1 Thessalonians 4:16, For the Lord himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet call of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first.
Which archangel?
Gross. Gross.
I think you're making a big deal.
Well, the zombie thing? Yeah, I guess I am taking that a little too fucking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just zombies.
Totally normal and peaceful.
It's
and
just
loving.
all the good dead Christians, I guess, throughout history. Like, how does that even work? Wouldn't they just be pouring out of the ground?
I mean,
Pouring, just erupting out of everywhere.
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't.
The undead, the army of the undead.
Jesus didn't write the New Testament. Men did how they would like it. It's all the same shit. Last night for you and your wife. Oh, well.
What?
Thank you, I guess.
What now?
She hopes we have a blessed night.
Thank you, you as well.
I hope she gets blessed tonight. I'll put some holy water on her face. The seed of life. The magic ingredient. Jesus didn't write the Old Testament either. Yeah, it's all bullshit. See, this is what I don't understand. So, like, Carrie's a Christian, right? So Carrie, that's Carrie's the person I was talking about earlier. Carrie, where's the part in you that just ignores the idea that the Bible is a Jewish fairy tale? Like, how do you not understand that every character, every story, everything, New Testament, Old Testament, all of it, it's Jewish. All of it. All of the stories are Jewish.
Because they're told they're not. No, that's ridiculous. And then that's it. They just believe that. Oh, no. My pastor said it's ridiculous. Not that they ask for, like, proof or backup that it's ridiculous. That's just what they do. They go to their pastor or their priest, pose the question.
They don't pose the question.
Well, yeah, they do in a watered down way. They do. A lot of people do. But the priest dismisses it, and that's it. That's God's word.
The New Testament is for the Gentiles, not just the Jews. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
The New Testament is for the Gentiles. The Old Testament is for the Jews. You know,
but who it's for them from who? Who made it? And again, the characters are all Jewish. If you follow the lineage from the Genesis and all that shit, that's.
And why did man have to write his book for him? That God created man and the whole earth. He can't write his own book.
The Old Testament was prophecy that comes to pass in the New.
Why did fucking Moses or whoever the fuck have to write the shit for him? God can write for himself.
No. Moses didn't write shit.
Whoever.
Here.
Whoever wrote it and
it was commissioned in 1611.
recorded on the tablets that.
No, so that's the Ten Commandments. That's different, and that's just stupid. It's just stupid. The whole Moses thing. Moses, you only have Moses if you have Exodus. You only have Judaism if you have Exodus, and Exodus is it's probably the dumbest story in the book. I mean. Yeah, to me it's dumber than even the idea of Noah's Ark. As dumb as Noah's Ark is, the idea of 2 million Jews wandering around the desert for 40 years, eating in manna. No, it's not. Jews wandering around the desert for 40 years. Can you imagine the complaining? Oi, ooh. But I mean.
Maybe they've just gotten soft over decades.
The whole idea of they ate manna. Gentiles can inherit the kingdom of God, not just Jews, after Jesus rose from the dead. What does that mean? You're just sort of talking about stuff that's being said. But like if I ask you, Carrie, why are you a Christian? What proof do you have Christianity is real and that Islam is not? What proof do you have that God isn't working through me right now? How do you know God doesn't hate religion and everything that's been done in its name, his name, its name, whatever you want to call it? How do you know that God doesn't hate all of this shit and has been searching for the right vessel to speak through both, or, you know, with my words, with my music, with all it? How do you know that? How can you prove that it's not God? Saints, I believe he's working through you right now. Right. To tell you how you're wrong and it's all fake and it's all bullshit. Harmonic music like John Lennon, imagine he turned the song 50 years. I believe it's fake, a fairy tale, but I still choose to live by it because everyone does. Then we can agree on morals. Are you saying you... But no, you don't, because the Bible is full of really horrible shit.
And if you play the Beatles records backwards, they're actually satanic messages.
Jeez, we want to say that one. The Bible was written by many different authors over a span of about 15... No, the Bible was commissioned in 1611 by King fucking James.
Well, there were Bibles prior to King James.
No, there were different like books and shit of it, but the Bible was commissioned by King James. Again, if you believe in 1611, Francis Bacon and, you know, Shakespeare, basically Shakespeare, the same character that you know we're told is Shakespeare, it's also said to wrote the Bible. Moses wrote the 10 Commandments. That's why it took him so long. God could have done it a lot quicker.
Why did God make Moses do it? Because God can create earth. He can write a fucking book.
Moses was up there for 40 days and 40 nights. And when he came down, the people had already decided, oh, fuck, Moses hasn't come back yet. Let's construct a giant golden calf. And they were worshiping it. Do you realize, like, how ridiculous that sounds?
But then he comes back with the 10 Commandments. They're like, oh, yeah, anybody want some hamburgers?
How the fuck did, like, how thin was their faith that it only took 40, well, it had to take a lot less than 40 days. Because how long does it take to construct a great golden calf? And then, you know, where did did they take that religion from somewhere else? Or did they just come up with a whole new religion? It's really, really dumb. The Holy Spirit was given after Jesus rose from the dead, so faith wasn't given just to the Jews. You're talking crazy. I'm sorry, but like, it's. I know it's fucking weird. I know for someone like you who was absolutely, totally indoctrinated by the church, like just completely. It's hard for you to understand these concepts, but seriously, why do you believe in Jesus and the Bible? What proof do you have? No, outside of that. You tell me what in your personal experience has validated that insanity for you.
Most people don't have that. Honestly.
Because
they just don't want to feel like their family's been lying to them, or their family's been that wrong their whole lives. That's, you know, subconsciously, that's a lot.
Yeah. But seriously, what thing can you say, this was the work of God and there's no other explanation. And you know what the thing is? So like you know how it's crazy, you know your stuff is crazy? Because if we were to say if I were to say whatever thing that you say God did, and I were to say, oh no, Allah did it, you'd be like, no, that's crazy. What?
He said yes.
Oh. The Catholic saints, look them up. They receive stigmata, fly in the air, and their bodies aren't decomposed after years. Yet those aren't Catholic priests. And stigmata doesn't happen. It's not, it doesn't happen. Like, like it seems like you're talking about some stuff that you've heard other people say.
Or you would like it to believe.
Right. But stigmata just doesn't happen. It's funny how in the age of cell phones, stigmata hasn't been happening nearly as much as it used to before we had cell phones and everybody could be.
Actually, I saw some not too long ago, but now that's AI. That's not even real.
Stigmata, real cases, let's see. These people receive wounds. No, that's other people hurting them. Let's see, maybe this is something.
Of someone bearing the wounds of Christ. Today we're exploring the story of Padre September. He described in September of 1918 the story of Padre Pio, a friar known for his miraculous stigmata.
Miraculous.
Padre Pio is known for his deep devotion and intense prayer life. In September of 1918, a pivotal moment changed Padre Pio's life forever. According to the account, he experienced a vision of the crucified Christ while praying in the choir after Mass. He described feeling overwhelmed by Christ's suffering and a desire to share in his pain. Following this vision, Padre Pio awoke to find wounds in his hands, feet, and side, mirroring the crucifixion. These wounds, known as stigmata, are a rare phenomenon where individuals develop wounds that resemble those inflicted on Jesus during the crucifixion. The stigmata on Padre Pio's hands and feet reportedly bled periodically, and he also bore a wound on his side, representing the piercing by the Roman soldier's spear. These wounds defied medical explanations and caused him immense physical pain. However, Padre Pio never complained. In fact, he found them a source of deep shame and embarrassment. He often tried to hide them with gloves and long sleeves, despite the physical suffering.
This is you being like more closer to Jesus than anybody else. Didn't you want to experience his pain and shit?
People, known for his powerful prayers and gifts of confession. He believed the stigmata were a way for him to share.
So literally there's no cases. Don't you think that's strange? If it was something that was real, shouldn't I be able to find multiple cases of it?
And if you're going to bring it up, shouldn't you already have examples of it? Something like that, like stating a fact. How about this that occurs? And you say, like when, or give me an example of one case of stigmata, and they have their answer.
Well, and in reality, shouldn't they have a ton of answers? Like, oh, really? Which one? Here, there's so, like, with the amount of favor the church gets, with the amount of child molestation the church gets away with the amount of money and power and all that they have, shouldn't they have endless supplies of proof to validate this insanity that, like, no, I swear I had a vision. How does that work? How do you get to fool people that way?
You have to have faith.
You got to have faith, the faith.
You don't have faith.
Gotta have faith.
Godly.
Baby.
Godliness equals ignorance. I mean, faith.
It's so weird, man. And it's weird how, so Carrie, like, I've asked you now several times, just one specific question. And you won't answer it. You know? Why is it's so hard to, you gotta have faith like your wife. My wife doesn't have faith. Why is it so hard to get you guys to answer direct questions? Right? Why is this so difficult? Just answer the one question. What have you personally experienced to make you believe without a shadow of a doubt that Christianity and all of its, Jewish subordination is the truth. She's my helpmate? No, she's my wife. And helpmate. Come on, Carrie. Can't let you slide on those yours. I don't let anybody else slide, and just because I like you and you're a friend, I can't let you slide. Get your yours right, girl. I wish I could have been married like you. You could have been. But answer my question, please. You're very religious. You should be like, oh, thank you for answering. You're asking this. I'm so glad you did. We are all in a war where we didn't sign up for. Right, no shit. Why do you believe what you believe? I remember being a kid, and like Forrest Gump had come out, and and I just remember wanting the 60s experience so bad that I thought, like, man, I wonder what there needs to be another war to bring us all together. But that's not what's happened this time. It's really fucking strange, but the phones have just created... The phone's the greatest source of information. The people that should be the smartest people to ever exist by far, and we're just dumb as shit. The Catholic saints are proof of Jesus. Look them up and the gifts they have been given. You mean the same sort of shit that, like, monks and,
wait till you read what Trump's autobiography is going to look like.
But
he has stopped so many wars. He has literally stopped all of the wars.
What you're saying, like the things you're talking about, rainbow body and shit like that, that's all like mysticism, monks and shit. That's not Christian Catholic shit, or if it is, it's just another version of it. But that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you what you personally have experienced, not some story you've been given. Pushing religion is wrong. We should be kind and guide those if they want it. I'm a selfish motherfucker, right? I want myself, my wife, and my children to live the happiest, healthiest, safest lives they can live. The thing is, the only way that can happen is if everyone else lives the happiest, healthiest, safest lives they can live. So my selfishness benefits everyone. You have to think along those lines. Smelling the roses when I pray. See, this is so strange, Carrie. Why is this so difficult? Shouldn't you just be like
filled with information?
Right, filled with joy that you get this chance to share this and explain things. So where are you hiding, guy, when your parents were pushing religion on you? I don't know. They didn't really. It was pushed around me, but that wasn't necessarily pushed on me. Please Google if Trump has ended any wars. Yeah, no. I don't care what the Jewish shit said.
My point is, history writes what it wants. So, by you trying to say, well, they did this or they did... Yeah, well, and supposedly Trump has ended all the wars. He keeps saying that, but we all know he's full of shit.
Cool. I think you're great too. But I'm saying, what part of Christianity has been proven to you? Why won't you answer this question? It's ridiculous.
Well, and it shouldn't be, if it is, you haven't had a personal experience and it's just what you've been taught your whole life and what your family believes and blah, blah, blah. That's not something to be ashamed of. That's programming. It's successful programming.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be ashamed of it.
No, you should. Being ashamed is okay.
Most people succumb to that.
We have to get over that bullshit.
What's more important is realizing it and coming back from it.
Being ashamed is how you make that change, though. Feeling shame is not a bad thing. Feeling ashamed that you were stupid, feeling ashamed that you allowed yourself to be tricked, feeling ashamed that you made an ass of yourself. I got drunk last night and I made an ass of myself. You feel ashamed about it. so you learn your lesson and you don't
Doesn't
do it
mean you
again.
have to admit it to others, which is what.
Why? Why not? We are that admitting things to others, and like you act like if you and this is something we experience in our personal lives. To admit something acts like it's gonna cause lightning to hit the person. No, you're gonna be fine. Admitting things out loud is how you come to that reality. To sit there and, well, I know the right thing to say, but I'm just not going to say it because you want me to say it. That's some real childish, weird bullshit. People need to stop that. We need to be able to openly communicate. And shame is an okay thing to feel. All the emotions are okay things to feel. And like my wife will say, well, I don't want to, if her sister does something stupid, I don't want to be mean. Sometimes people need to hear the mean shit. Especially when all they've heard is either nice or like coddle bullshit. People just aren't saying the mean thing. It's really weird how we've become so thin-skinned. Somebody said something I don't like, so they shouldn't be allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to feel ashamed. You're not allowed to. I can't make you feel ashamed. Do you understand that? Do you guys understand that? I can't make anyone feel ashamed. If I walk up to you and I say, holy shit, you're like 50 feet tall and you have 16 heads on your head and each head has an octopus arm coming out of it and your arms are little T-Rex arms with big stop signs on the end of them and you have tank wheels for legs. You're going to look at me and be like, okay, dude, whatever, and just walk away. But if I walk up to you and I say, hey, listen, I know you don't know me, but it looks like you have really hard time controlling your impulses and eating the right amount of food. And I'd like to help you gain some appetite control and some proper control measures here so that you can live the longest life you can live because we really want you here forever. I wouldn't even be able to get that out before somebody be crying, what? You fat shaming me. Why are you fat shaming me? You fat shaming me. You fat shaming you. Nobody on here can say anything that I'm going to be fucking ashamed of. Because I don't do anything to be ashamed of. You can't shame me. Oh yeah, talk about the 46-year-old man's hairline. What the fuck? I'm glad I still have one. Talk about my dumb face. Talk about my stupid haircut. Talk about what? None of that shit works. Talk about my dumb wife. Talk about my stupid kids. What the fuck do I care what you say? Drugs are bad, kids. This is a comment section needs a mirror. Armenia and Azerbaijan. Hey, Chubby. Somebody just said Trump ended the Armenian-Azerbaijan war. Doesn't he mean the Albanian Azerbaijan? No, it wasn't Bajan. He did. Bajan. Azerbaijan. You mean the Albanian Azerbaijan war that he ended? Because he's such a fucking piece of shit, stupid piece of shit. I answer looking. Okay, the saints. You don't know the canonized saints. Trump is a rapist. How does a woman support Trump when he's a fucking rapist? I've seen what makes you cheer. You've seen pedophiles being killed? Okay, dokie. If that's what you say. 7-7. Trump's a Jew. Trump was Christian, but now he's Jew. He converted a long time ago. But see, like, you're clearly answering these questions. Why won't you answer the simple question as to why you choose the faith you choose? What What reason do you have to believe Christianity is correct and Islam isn't? Or any other one of them isn't? Not to mention the hundreds or thousands you don't even know about. His daughter converted, he converted. It's old news. There you go, first down. Ella, you have no faith. You're in the devil's grasp. That's why you spew hatred. See what I mean? Like, this is the stupid nonsense that comes my way. Once you run out of stuff to say, once you're backed into the corner and you realize you're an idiot, you start attacking. What? You're a devil hanging spewing. I'm so proud of my hatred, I can't even tell you. I am proud to hate the cult that rapes children. Thanks. You clearly know nothing about the... Yep, I clearly know nothing about the religions. Yes, I'm watching The Lion. See, I answered the question. Easy. You are high as fuck on YouTube Live. Yep. Oh boy. Look how high I am. Again, I'm sorry you're too stupid and you can't answer simple questions and it freaks you out. You know? I mean, that's literally what's happening here. These Christians are freaking out because they can't answer the question. So they have to shoot the messenger as much as they can. They have to turn me into the devil and this and that and all this other bullshit because they don't have anything else. No, it's tied. I don't think you're hateful. It's just ignorance. Who cares what you think? You're dumb. You're just dumb. You can't help but fucking show it over and over again. Know them by the fruits. They're fruits. Good dude trying to figure out why they lied about everything. Why they lied about everything, yes. Shoot the messenger, she says. There you go. First down, got it. While you are making these accusations up in your mind, bud. Making what accusations, you clown? You goofy clown? Like, why do you keep digging this hole deeper? You've done nothing to prove me wrong. Nothing. You never do. You come here all the time, but you never do anything. Hey, we're speaking up about pedos in Palestine. Thanks for not answering my question, butthole. Why won't you answer the question? Why isn't you not answering the question or being able to answer the question eye-opening for you? Why don't you realize, like, holy shit, I can't answer this question? You attack everyone, dude. You've done nothing but say Jew. That's what I've done. Good job. You're really putting words together well. Maybe you could try making it make sense one of these times. You just refuse to address things you don't understand. Yep, I refuse to address things. I'm the one that keeps avoiding the simple question, right? Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I keep avoiding questions. I'm still waiting for the question. Funny how you can't even figure out the simple question that's been asked a bunch of times. I did look at the Catholic saints and the gifts they've been given worldwide. That has nothing to do with the question, Carrie. Have you experienced the Catholic saints? Do you know them? Have you experienced the magic powers? No. You're being told a story. What have you experienced in your everyday life that makes you think any of it's real? Can I direct you to anything else? Just look it up, man. There's a whole... I highly suggest everybody reads the Israel Hayom article. That's all I want you guys to watch. That's all I want you guys to find. Do that, like, first and foremost. Israel Hayom, Bottom of Darkness article that will be in the description. You pray to them. So what does that do? Dreams, visions, and smelling. That's not a thing, Carrie. You're just sort of being weird. Right? What are you talking about? How come you don't have a concrete reason? Like, if I said, why do you drive the way you drive to get to your grandmother's house? You'd say, well, because it's the fastest way. I've driven other ways before, but this way is the fastest. I like the view. You would have reasons for it. If I say, hey, what do you want to eat tonight? You're going to say, I feel like chicken. I'm going to have some chicken. Specifically, I want this kind of chicken. And I'm going to get it from this place. And, that's what you would do. Why is it so difficult when it comes to this? The thing that's like the foundation of who you are. Pure hatred and self-hatred, self-destruction, and believe in something that doesn't let... What are you talking about, weirdo? See what I mean? Like, this is what Christians have. This should be embarrassing. Every other Christian that's here should be embarrassed by the Christians that are here and the nonsense that's coming out of their mouths. It's embarrassing, you guys. You have to do better than that. Job. The story of Job is so fucking terrible. The first three chapters, books, whatever, tell the story. But then you have like 40 chapters of Job talking to his friends about, well, if I do this, then what about this? And if I do this, then... It's just so fucking silly. Nick, can you go grab a water, please? Can you go grab a water, please? Please don't forget. Oh, so here we go. Somebody's giving us a Proverbs. Let's see what this dumbass shit. Let's see. Oh, God, these are always so dumb. I bet this is dumb as shit. I'll bet this is dumb. I mean, just... What the fuck just happened? God must not have wanted me to read that. It just fucked up. Three, 5, KJV. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Right. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, don't try to learn things on your own. Don't try to understand things on your own. Just shut the fuck up and believe what this says. Believe it, because we say so. Believe it. Don't think for yourself. Don't you think? Yeah, that was. I just read it. Proverbs 5:3-5, right? Oh, no, you're right. You're right. My bad. Proverbs 5. I had 3:5-3. 5:3-5. Sorry. Let's see. Very good, Carrie. You know your Bible. Well, you know this part. You know what you don't like? Carrie, what about 1 Timothy 2:12? What do you think of that? For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. That's Proverbs 5:3-5. Oh, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. That's what I'm supposed to read? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you just proved how dumb you are. What is 1 Timothy 2:12? What? Come on, Carrie, you know this. 1 Timothy 2:12. Oh shit. First Timothy 2:12. First Timothy. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence. You guys don't, women never like this one. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp youth authority over a man, but to be in silence. You good with that? You like that shut up woman thing? Just know the steps you are taking, brother. I'll pray for you. Go fuck yourself and your stupid prayers. If you honestly believe that prayer works, why don't you do me a favor? How about you pray that God stops all of the child molestation, the child rape that happens just in the church? We can worry about the rest of the world once we get the church in the right path. But how about you get God just to stop that? Until child rape in the church completely stops, why are you guys praying for anything else? What am I doing right now? We're supposed to all evangelize. Like, you sound really desperate when you say stuff like that. When you act like me reading it to pick it apart is somehow a good thing, like that just sounds desperate. I am being tested, really? For what? For what? Who am I being tested by? And how does that even work? Nick, did you get it yet? 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 Can you go now, please? Jesus Christ. Can't stop free will. Yep, God's plan, free will. Somehow you have both of them. I know. Just embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing. I don't understand how you can be so willingly stupid. Like, I'm embarrassed by Christians because you don't even believe yourselves to be God's favorite people. You know, God's chosen people aren't Christians, they're Jews. Yeah, there you go. You are free to act as your own. We have choice. Like I said, what's wrong with acting like Israel? Well, considering all of the things you end up overlooking, like all of the thievery of artifacts from all over the world, all the pedophilia, of course, the fact that the church could absolutely end hunger and homelessness and all kinds of terrible things with the money and the power that they have, but they don't do it. But mainly the pedophile stuff. Because people believing in heaven is it allows the belief it allows for the pedophiles to be protected. Most people don't want to fuck up their chances of going to heaven, so they won't say something about the preacher. And that's really, really awful. Alright, well, what I'm saying, prayer cried out. It's fucking stupid too. So here's another example. So one year the city decided that they were gonna go around up and down the streets and put an X on every single god damn it. He's so good. I shouldn't have sold that shit. Put an X on every single one of the squares of sidewalk that they didn't think was good enough. And so you didn't have any options. You couldn't tell them no. If they came and marked 3 squares in front of your house, well, you were in charge of you had to give them $600. It was $200 a square. And if you couldn't pay it, they'd put it on your taxes. Jesus. So I mean, there are people that, like, on the corner houses that would get, like, 10 of these things. And they'd have to come up with $2,000 just for the sidewalks. And you couldn't even hire your own company to do it. They wouldn't even allow that. And so our neighbor got hit with like 4 of them. Plus she ended up having to get her driveway done and all this other shit. And instead of getting together with her community, pulling together the community, going to City Hall, protesting, saying, hey, this is what we pay taxes for, fuck this, we're not paying this. You know what she did? She went in her house and prayed about it. And guess what happened? She got hit with the fucking bill. Jesus didn't do a goddamn thing to help her. Yes, God's chosen people are Jews. They have committed some terrible crimes, but the New Testament says we all belong to God after Jesus rose from the dead and gave the Holy Spirit for all. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean to you, Carrie? What does that mean? So not only have they committed terrible things, they continue to commit terrible things, and they fucking hate you. They think Mary is boiling in a vat of semen in hell. They think Jesus is in hell, blah, blah, blah. All this shit. I don't remember the exact Jesus thing but I know Mary is boiling in a vat of semen. Cauldron of semen. But they're awful, terrible people who molest, who violate children every day. The Bottom of Darkness article is the most important article anyone can read. It's literally the most important article I think that's ever been written. Because it exposes the tremendous, insane, pedophile, ritual sexual assault that is everywhere in Israel. Everywhere, all the time, has been, is, and always will be until we stop it. To sit here and go, well, they've committed some crimes, but the book that they wrote and they told you to believe that paints them, the people that killed Jesus, the real bad guys of the Bible, they are your Christian God's chosen people. You go, yeah, that totally makes sense. Why wouldn't it be that way? Nick! Did you get it? Still no. What? Why about to? Okay, so I've had to ask you now the 3rd time.
Why am I doing it? I'm sick.
Because I asked you to. Just go.
Bitch, dude, he's so sick.
Yeah. This dude is crazy. I'm still going to pray for you. Right. When I say don't pray for me, because I'm not a selfish prick, I think if there's any magic God juice you arrogantly, because you're an arrogant piece of shit who thinks you can talk to the God of the universe and make it do things. if you think that any of that's even slightly possible, that you should use that power to get God to stop the God's church from raping children, yep, that makes me crazy. You're crazy. Don't talk about everything. Jews are the chosen people of the Old Testament, not the New and verses. Yeah, yep, that's what it is. The Jews are the main characters in all of the Bible. It's just that, yeah! Shut that shit down. Wow. Lions defense coming up big. You believe in God, guy, and I know. Why do you have to tell yourself that? Why do you have to, like, does that make you feel better telling yourself that? Because it's absolutely categorically false. It's not even true, not even a little bit. It's almost the dumbest thing I can think of. There you go. There you go. Beauty, eh? Yep, I believe. Now, see, now you're just getting weird. We are all believers, the blind leading the blind. There's little. That's not true. Not today as much with the political time. What are you talking about? Are you drinking? Are you drunk right now? You're telling yourself shit, I guess, to make yourself feel better. Does it make you feel better to tell yourself that I believe in Jesus and I believe in God? Like, why would you say such a weird thing? Bro, I think they lied about almost everything, but I think the Bible is supernatural and powerful. So, the one thing that slipped through was the Bible Jewish control scheme. Everything else is a lie. So, that makes sense then. That makes sense. I can't believe I forgot to get on the food again. I guess I gotta do this. Because you're smart, while you are smart, even if others don't. What does that have to do with me believing in God, Carrie? What's going on here? I'm starting to think something's going on. I'm starting to think there's some sort of conspiracy here. Some Jews have done horrible things. Politics shuts our opinions down. What? You just don't know what you're talking about. Just because they're nice on the surface, just because they might not have done horrible things. Like I was talking about, there is no good NAMBLA member. NAMBLA is the National Man-Boy Love Association, whatever. I don't know that fucking anagram. I'm not sure what it says, but it's an organization that's all about men and little boys having relationships and how that's okay and blah, blah. Do you think there's any good people that do that? If somebody says, look, I belong to the organization, I don't actually, have any relationships with any of the kids, but I still support the organization and I give it lots of money every year. Are they good people? It should be totally illegal, right? Uh-huh. Not because they're like poisoning the rivers. Not because they do a whole bunch of other, just one thing in particular that they do is enough for that to be totally illegal. So why isn't it the same way for the group that rapes children and everybody knows about it? Matitza Bapé is just the surface. The ritual sexual assault is completely different. It's so much higher than that. What are you guys doing? Yeah. Shut it off. Nick.
What?
Shut it off. Go put it somewhere else. Go put it down. Nathan.
Hey Josh, can you do me a favor? Oh my gosh. This place is a mess.
You're actually so annoying.
Stop
Turn it
messing
off.
with me when I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, you keep on.
Oh, stop it.
Dad,
Stop it.
You pick the fight. When I'm trying to do something,
Dude, and be the bigger man and just let it go.
I can't, because he keeps.
Why?
It kills me. What he does kills me. Over and over when I'm in the middle.
Are you a zombie?
Oh my god.
Nathan. Oh my god, my boy. My boy, he dead. My boy, he dead. My boy dead. My boy dead. Dude, just let it go. It's not a big deal.
so annoying though.
Yeah, it is. So let it go. Come on, go get out there. I'll be down in a second. What are we watching?
Apple teeny bungo.
Can you go throw your goddamn wrappers away?
Can you go upstairs
No,
for a
no,
minute?
she's wrapping my bed. Huh?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
You leave stuff in my room all the time. I don't
So, stop it.
What?
7 views, 6 likes. Totally makes sense. You know what? We didn't even talk about the rapture yet. And we did a little bit, but it's supposed to be the rapture tomorrow. How crazy is that? These fucking morons, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Wow, lines went flooring out. That sucks. It's not the time for that to happen. Belge. Lucky I'm a family guy. How about we fake punt it? That'd be great. That'd be the last thing they'd expect right now. Scoogy. Oh. Curious about my views on the rapture? It's dumb. It's so stupid. No, you don't. It's not. I don't suggest anybody has kids. That's what Christians are saying the rapture's tomorrow. That's the rumor going around. Some fucking Malik Yamaka guy in Africa had a vision, and it coincides with Rosh Hashanah. So that must mean, and some astrological shit, and it's pretty goofy, man. It's pretty goofy. Right, you're arrogant. You think certain parts aren't real. But then you're arrogant and say, no, these parts are real, even though I don't have any proof or anything. I just arrogantly believe it. But these other parts, they're not real. The Pope said to look for signs of the times. So, what the hell does that mean? And you're not Catholic, so what do you care what the Pope has to say? Other than the fact that all Christians are Catholics, you just don't like it. Whatever goofy little, side Catholic chick you live in, it's all the same dumb shit. Yeah. Well, I don't think there should be indulgences. It means the end times. Yeah. Give me some signs of the end times. Give me some shit. And again, rapture happens in order. Revelations happens in order. I'm Catholic. Thanks for saying all Christians are Catholics. Weather wars. Where does the Bible mention weather wars? Or war's weather. War's weather. What? Football, football, gotta love football. Steward. Alright, well. Ask the news feed. It's the Bible about end times and signs, wars, and earthquakes. There's always wars and earthquakes. What are you talking about? That's nothing new. It's crazy what you're willing to believe based on nothing. It's nothing. You believe it based on nothing. It's embarrassing. Why? Why do you do that? People have been talking about the end of the world since we developed the ability to write. Yeah, no shit. Or at least so we're told. It's just crazy how people want it to be that way so bad that they're willing to believe shit that makes no sense. I think the Pope said, where in end times, anyway, I gotta go. I go hang with my kids before bed. I'll be back tomorrow, so go look in the description for all the good little links and the links to the music and the links to the videos and all the receipts that I give you. Unlike anybody, especially Christians, I provide you receipts. I wish it would come back towards me, but it can't. So, that's why it doesn't. Have yourself a great night. Pedophiles, you kill yourself.